Hello and welcome to my channel. Say hi to a happy day. In this channel, I would like to share tales and stories I personally picked and or my kids' favorite stories. Let's enjoy listening while I read to you the story of Gulnara the Warrior. Gulnara and her sisters lived in a gur on the Mongolian plain with their father and one chestnut horse. One day, a messenger ordered the men out to fight in the Khan's army. Gulnar's father wrung his hands. "I'm an old man. I'd be no use." "Too bad," declared the messenger. "An order is an order. Obey, or the Khan's men will slit your throat." "Don't worry, father," cried his eldest daughter. "I will go in your place." She took her father's bow and sword, jumped on the chestnut's back, and galloped off. She rode until she came to the Iron Mountain. Blocking her way was an evil black fox with a tail 3 leagues long. The chestnut reared in terror and raced back home. "Let me go, father," said the second daughter. She took up the bow and sword, leaped upon the chestnut, and galloped off. She came to the Iron Mountain. Blocking her way was a huge wolf with a tail 3 leagues long. The chestnut horse reared with fright and galloped home. Father wailed, "This isn't woman's work. If I don't go, the Khan's men will slit my throat." Gulnara stepped forward. "I am the youngest, but I am taller and stronger than my sisters. I'm sure I'll get across the Iron Mountain." With bow and sword, Gulnara jumped onto the chestnut and galloped off. The Iron Mountain rose before her. Blocking the way was a huge stag with 6 deadly antlers. The horse pawed the air. "Stay calm," murmured Gulnara, "so I can fit an arrow to my bow." Her soft words quieted her steed. Gulnara fired. Each arrow hit its mark. The dreadful creature crashed to the ground, dead. Triumphantly, Gulnara entered the pass. The sky darkened. A huge swan swept down. Gulnara fit an arrow, but the swan called, "Stop! I have come to thank you for killing the stag and releasing me from his power. Take my feather, I will give you my powers." A white feather spiraled to the ground. Gulnara slid it in her shirt, then rode over the Iron Mountain. The Khan was feasting in his iron tent when Gulnara strode in. "What lord are you who does not bow before me?" he bellowed. "I am no lord, just a maid, and I bow before no man. I have come to fight as you ordered. I ask for no women. In any case, My armies have already left to fight Khan Kuzlan. Then I'd better catch up with them, declared Gulnara. She rode until nightfall, when she found the Kansas army at a thundering river. On the other side was Khan Kuzlan's army. The generals were in despair. How can we cross the river? Gulnara pressed the swan's feather. Immediately she turned into a swan, flew over the torrent, and landed outside Khan Kuzlan's tent. Khan Kuzlan was talking to his wife. We can cross the river by the horsehair bridge at the iron poplar tree. What if the great Khan's men find the bridge? Then I will turn our armies into ashes, myself into a camel, you into iron, and our daughter into a silver birch. Gulnara flew back to the other side and became a maid once more. She woke the generals and showed them where to cross the river. All they found at the enemy camp was a pile of ashes, a camel, a lump of iron, and a silver birch. You've made a fool of us, the general roared. Gulnara tied the camel to her horse's tail, put the lump of iron in her pocket, gathered the ashes into her saddlebag, and tucked the silver birch under her arm. Then she rode back and presented them to the Khan. In an instant, they were transformed. There stood Khan Kuzlan, his wife and daughter, and 9,000 soldiers. Everyone was amazed. Gulnara, they cried, what should we do? Peace is better than war, she replied. Make friends. So the Khans made friends, and Gulnara galloped home on her chestnut horse. The end. I hope you enjoy listening to the story of Gulnara the Warrior. Please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to listen to more of our favorite stories. See you soon!